Yo, what's up? It's JCD with Social Ascension, and what I want to talk with you guys about today is a question that I got from one of the viewers, actually, right? So this question that I had is, can you shoot a video talking about, how to get a job interview, how to talk with the manager, how to kind of make everything go smoothly, right? Now, what I will say is when you have actual bartending experience, this gets so much easier because you can go in there with confidence and self-assurance that you know you can do this job and you are a valuable asset to the company, right? That's good. But what if you don't have any experience, right? You don't have bartending experience. You don't even have bar backing experience. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know how to get into this job, right? So that's a little bit of a different story. What we're going to have to do then is actually start at the bottom. Unless you're a very attractive girl, then you get bumped right to the top. But if you're like everyone else, then you got to start at the bottom, right? Now, what you're probably going to have to do is start as a bar back. Now, just like, in my opinion, it's really not that hard to bartend, to do the basics of bartending. To be a bar back is, if you can't do that, you got bigger problems, right? Now, don't get discouraged, because I strongly believe that anyone with a solid work ethic can become a bar back or a bartender, right? Now, how do we get into that interview? How do we even get the job, right? How do we do this? So what we're going to do is we're going to do two things. One, we're going to print off a ton of resumes, okay? We're going to print off 50 resumes, okay? And we're going to walk around in a central area with many, many bars and restaurants and just start applying, okay? We're going to apply to all these places, be like, hey, how's it going? I have my resume here. I'd like to talk to a manager. Okay? And what people are always going to do, the hostesses, the bartenders they're going to say, oh, the manager isn't around right now. Can I just take your resume? And you're going to say, I'd appreciate it, and I'd much rather talk to a manager. Why? Because the manager actually makes the decisions. The bartender does not care. The hostess does not care if you get hired. She doesn't make those decisions. She has literally no say over that, right? So you need to go to the top and talk to the management right away, okay? And if they say, well, like, hey, look, the manager isn't here right now, you say, okay, well, no worries. What's the manager's name, and what time or day will they be here? And they should give you an accurate, time and day, right? And then all you want to do is, if they're not there, obviously leave a resume, write your availability on it, write what you're looking for, and then come back and talk to the manager. Say, hey, I came here the other day, so-and-so told me to come back and talk to you, right? So it's not just like, hey, I'm looking for a job. It's like, I came here the other day, and one of your bartenders actually told me specifically to come to you. Now, did the bartender tell you to come to him for a job? Probably not, but he is doing you the courtesy, and you can, drop that name to kind of have him be a little bit less defensive and more open to actually giving you that interview, giving you the 5 minutes where you can just sit down and be like, look, I can do this job. If you're looking, let's get hired. The second thing that we are going to do to get a job as a bar back or a bartender, if you do have experience, is go around and just hang out at bars, right? And we want to go out, spend maybe, you're going to have to invest a little bit of money, right? To do this way of getting the attention of managers. Just go to the bars on slow days where there's, an industry bar, where there's lots of bartenders going there and drinking. And how do we find that place? We just ask other bartenders, like, yo, where's the industry bar around here, right? And then they'll tell you where to go, and you can go and meet basically like this huge social network of other people in the industry, right? And people are always hiring. They're always in need of people, right? So if you're just starting out and you have like stars in your eyes and you're like, hey, look, I really want to bartend, but like, I know I have to start as a bar back. Do you know of any bar back positions, right? And people will be like, well, so-and-so is hiring over here. Go there and drop my name, right? Or so-and-so is looking for people over here, right? And then you can actually go in there and be like, hey, so I met so-and-so. He told me to come by here, and you're looking to hire whatever, right? And this applies for bartending as well. It's not just bar backing. But the guy that did ask me this question, he's just starting out. He doesn't. I don't think he has too much experience in this field of work. Okay, so once you actually have that in, all of a sudden it becomes so much easier. People want to help you. People want to be like, oh yeah, you're hired. Because honestly, the job isn't that hard, but it does involve basic social skills, hard work, and real drive to move forward. So this is JC with Social Ascension, talking a little bit about how to get into that interview, how to obtain the interview, and then get the job. If you like these videos, share and subscribe. Until next time.